All right, it's day 13. We're unlucky for some, but hopefully lucky for us. So today's the day where we leave Disney World, leave Orlando, leave Florida actually entirely.
By a magical place of happiness.
And money. No, and we'll make our way to, well, actually, we're going to the city of Orlando to pick up a car. So we're picking up a Chrysler or similar. Given that our RAV4 turned into a Ford last time, I'm expecting it to be different, but I guess we'll find out.
Like we had a Ford and it morphed into a Ford Ranger.
That kind of thing. So I'll show you the video when we hire the car. I'm sure it'll be pretty cool. And then we've got quite a long drive today, about 9 hours, towards, well, first Louisiana, and we'll stay there tonight. And then tomorrow we'll be continuing that drive to Texas. So that should be fun. So probably for today, lots of time lapses, food, car hire, that kind of thing. So we'll see you throughout. Bye. All right, so we got our next car. So as you can see, it is a Chevrolet Malibu, which is a type of car I'd never heard of. Hello. I'd heard of Malibu is a place around Florida. So I guess this is a very Floridian car, which is fitting for us because we're just coming out of Orlando. So plan is to take this car for the rest of the trip. We'll let you know, I guess, how it drives, and you'll see time lapses from here a little bit later. Looks like it should be a little bit of fun. Yeah, we'll see you at our next thing, probably food. Bye.
Hello again. I think the last thing we talked about was picking up the car, but we're at Daytona, passing through Daytona, I should say, at the moment on our way to Louisiana. And we just went past the Daytona International Speedway, which for me is pretty awesome. So I don't know how well it will come out on the camera, but it's one of the most famous raceways in all of the world. And I play a lot of sim car racing as well, like Forza. So to see this like in the flesh is like, wow. I wish we had more time. They do actually do a tour inside. That would be absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm definitely coming back to Daytona Beach one day. But yeah, just thought to vlog this because it was an incredible experience for me. But yeah, we're probably gonna drive, I think yeah, it says 1,000 kilometers to go. We'll see how we go with time. Obviously we may have to stop sooner than that depending on how fatigued we get, like a Daytona driver. But we'll keep you posted and let you know how we go. Bye.
So driving update, we switched drivers, actually a couple of 100 Ks back to be honest, and we're now about 3 hours and 40 minutes away from our destination. So the map, I'll show you. Although, interesting fact, the time on that map is slightly inaccurate. It does say right now that it's 4:45 and it arrived at 3 hours 40, so it'll be 8:30. But the reality is that we've actually crossed time zones. So it turns out Florida, and I might put a map up here, Florida is actually split, and part of Florida is in a different time zone to the other part of Florida, which must be kind of confusing if you live in those two areas, but maybe there's not a lot of people who live there. So we're in a new time zone, so we should arrive 7:30 local time if we don't stop. Obviously we should probably stop. Yeah, so we'll have to stop for like dinner or something. We'll make some stops, but we're making good time. So I was not 100% sure we'd make it to New Orleans, but it looks like we're doing all right, which is great. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Probably do another time lapse so you see a little bit of the drive in Florida and over to New Orleans, and then we'll probably see you when we have dinner. So.
Something interesting we saw along the way is they had these massive solar panel farms. We might put a picture of it, we may not, but it's really, really huge, and it goes to show, like what we were saying before, how everything in America is bigger and better, and it makes sense to do it in a state like this where they do get a hell of a lot of sunshine. And and I presume, like Jacob was telling me earlier, that they share that energy with the rest of America. But it's really, really cool to see. Like, it just goes on and on and on. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we had a bit of a prolonged conversation about energy needs. But anyway, so that's it from now, and then yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the time lapse, and we'll see you later. Bye. So we have stopped for dinner, effectively, sort of. We'll see what we eat later. And we stopped at Chick-fil-A. I heard a lot about Chick-fil-A, about their different food, their chicken, their service. It was pretty quick, honestly. Mark got his food before he even finished paying.
Yeah, I was trying to like get the money out of my wallet because I'm still trying to work out currency stuff. And by the time I had to get it out, my meal was already out. Like, they gave me a number, and I'm like, I guess I don't need this anymore. So.
Yeah. So that's been pretty good. We're about to bite it, taste it, and we'll let you know how it is in our next video. I'm sure it'll be great. So see you soon. Bye. Okay, so we just finished eating, and I know I said I'd talk about the food in the next video, but there's a couple of things that makes me want to do the video now. First of all, food. I thought it was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I think it's probably one of the best fast foods I think we've had here so far, which is, you know,
It
thumbs up.
feels a little bit cleaner than normal.
Yeah.
Other ones felt a bit more junkier.
Yeah, and that's weirdly true for both the grilled and fried chicken. Like, I got a grilled chicken burger, but we also got some fried chicken nuggets, and they all felt healthier. Like, I think actual chicken as opposed to like chicken mush. But the main reason I wanted to make this video is their cups. So their cups, you probably can't tell from here, are actually made of foam, like the sort of heat-resistant foam you normally have for a coffee cup, which is fine when it's hot, but actually kind of makes sense when it's cold as well, because it means when I'm holding my drink that is, you know, full of ice, it's pretty much just ice now, I don't feel cold at all. And I thought that was really interesting. The other thing that was really interesting is I ordered something, and on the order, I don't know if you'll be able to see the label, because I took it as takeaway as opposed to eat in, they not only wrote my name, so they asked my name, they also wrote what I'm wearing. They wrote clothing, blue t-shirt. And presumably that's to help the staff member find me when they're reading out the order number. But I thought that's like a really good idea that presumably other fast food places should do in order to try and identify and get service a little bit quicker. So, two things that I quite liked about Chick-fil-A.
We were just talking about like what the Christian influence is actually like here, because obviously that's what it's known for here. It's actually really cool. Like, instead of saying like welcome customers, there's a sign that says welcome friends and neighbors, which is so welcoming. And they were even playing like Christian music, like they were just playing Indescribable a minute ago. It's a really, really nice atmosphere actually.
Yeah. So if you're Christian, definitely come to Chick-fil-A for the vibes. If you're not Christian, come to Chick-fil-A for the food. Either way, come to
Just
Chick-fil-A.
come.
Just remember they're closed on Sundays. But yeah, so that's all from Chick-fil-A. And next thing, you'll probably see us in Louisiana, hopefully in New Orleans, or on the road on the way there. So see you soon. Bye. All right, we arrived in Louisiana, in New Orleans specifically, and we ended up booking a place called a Sinesta. I'd never heard of it. Mark said he had heard of it, and he heard that it was kind of fancy. And yeah, I think from the inside it is kind of fancy. It's basically a studio apartment. You got fridges, full-size fridge. Is that a dishwasher? Yeah. Microwave, all this kind of thing.
Stovetop.
TV area. Had a sofa bed and an actual bed, which, you know, a little bit different. The bathroom was quite nice, and, you know, naturally places to hang clothes and things like that. It was actually kind of a shame that we're only staying here for one night, basically stopping over on our way to Texas. But yeah, tonight we're a little bit more dressed up than you probably saw us in the last video. And the reason is we're going to a jazz club, and apparently they actually have standards. So they have a dress code where they're trying to get you to dress a little bit more formally.
Not sure if I'll be able to get in with these pants, but I guess we'll see how we go.
Mark might get rejected. Louisiana is a French town, or like, you know, French origins, bought from the French in the Louisiana Purchase, history fact. So I know the French are a bit snobby, so maybe they'll reject us, but we'll see.
Exactly.
We'll try and
You
get.
cannot come in here with
I also
kids.
want to try and do some work in that jazz club, and I'm not sure they'll let me do that either.
I don't
But I guess we'll find out. So we'll go there. Probably won't show you the club itself. They probably wouldn't be a fan of recording. But we'll definitely chat to you about it afterwards. So see you soon. Bye.
Yeah.
So we're back from our New Orleans adventure. We went and saw a jazz club, or already Mark went inside and saw the jazz club.
Yeah, they were pretty good. When we got there, they were just changing bands, I think. So I got my little stamp to say, you know, come back and you'll be able to, you know, see the new band. And apparently they're like been a long-standing band. I can't attest to that because I don't know. But it was a cool vibe. It was a bit packed and it was quite loud. But I recorded a few clips and was happy to go in. There was like a $5 cover charge or something, so
Yeah.
didn't regret that at all.
While we were waiting for them to sort of set up, we decided to walk around, and we found two separate night markets, which were pretty cool. And we both ended up buying stuff from the night markets. So
Yeah.
I bought some artworks. I bought a really fancy puzzle, which were pretty cool. But it does seem like artistry is a big part of New Orleans sort of culture and history. I talked to one of the artists there, and he was saying like, yeah, no, this is like the life and blood of the city is the art.
Yeah.
So
the artist
it's
that
pretty
I
cool.
bought the artworks from, apparently he's been painting these things for about 5 years now. But yeah, one of the things I was telling Jacob is that one of the things I appreciate about America is from state to state, they all have their variations. Whether it's the types of buildings, the types of people, the types of things they're into. So New Orleans is like the jazz bars, the blues bars, all that kind of stuff. The artistry, it's a cool vibe.
I've been told it's a country of small differences.
Yeah.
Anyway, tomorrow we're off to Texas, which is exciting. I think Houston is the first stop, and I think the plan is to either spend a night there or to head off to Austin. We'll figure that out. But yeah, it'd be exciting. We'll hit that part down south.
For those that are interested, I mentioned that today we passed Daytona. Stay tuned because in 2 days we're doing something very exciting. But no spoilers. Surprise to come in 2 days.
Interesting. All right, see you soon. Bye.